Hey, Mr. C from Mr. C's e-bike, and I just want to make a quick video today. I'm not going to do a test ride or anything because I just noticed this morning, and it's December 1st. I'm going to try to get this edited and out soon. That this bike, the one that you can't pronounce, is now, if you go to their website, it's $999. This is a 2,000 watt bike. It's got a 1,000 watt motor in the back, 1,000 watt in the front, and it's got a 23 amp hour battery. So it's a long distance bike. It'll go. I didn't do a test ride for the longest or the most miles I could get out of it, but a similar bike with the similar battery and 2,000 watts, the furthest I got was 75 miles. But this one has a switch where you can turn off the front motor. So maybe 100 miles. And just taking it out on PSA 5 and going full throttle. I mean, slowing down for corners and stopping for stoplights and everything like that. You can get around 35 miles out of it with both wheels or both motors on. I mean, if you want to, once you get going, because you want both motors for the quick start, and then switch it to one-wheel drive or rear-wheel drive, I could see this going for 45 miles and keeping the speed over 30 miles an hour. The top speed with this, with both motors on, it just hits 34 miles an hour. And the brakes on this are a lot nicer than most bikes, and the display is a lot nicer than most bikes. And I don't know. The rack is a little lighter, but will still hold 90 pounds. The front forks are a little bit thinner, but unless you're out hitting jumps and stuff with it, which don't do with an electric bike anyways, that's not a problem. And I'll go around and show you the pieces and parts. But first, I wrote these down so I didn't forget. All right. And actually, I did look this up and try to figure out how to say it. And typing it into Google and trying to get a pronunciation is hard because it's a proper noun and it's the name of a product. So it's like they made the word up, which they did. But I type it in, the closest I can get is a translator, and it auto detects Chinese, which, yeah, and it translates into Kai borrowed to die. So this is the Kai borrowed to die V3. that's the only pronunciation I could find. So anyways, you go to their website. So it's the Kai borrowed to die.com, but you got to spell it out, which I'll put the link. It's $999. At Amazon, it's $1,099. At Walmart, it's $1,199. At Kaijielaisi.com, which this is a subdivision of Kaijielaisi, so it's actually a Kaijielaisi bike. But at Kaijielaisi.com, it's also $1,199. And even on AliExpress, it's $1,186.67. So, I mean, I guess if you buy 50 or more, you'd probably get it for a cheaper price, but how many people are going to do that? So at the word that I can't pronounce.com, it's $1,000 for this bike, which is really cheap. I mean, the people that are getting $1,200, I mean, that's a cheap price. So I'll leave the cheap link and probably Amazon and Walmart down below. And now I want to go through and show you little pieces and parts of this bike. And if you do want to see the test ride, because a lot of times I'll say how this works, or how quick or how slow this works, and how steep this was, and just the stuff I realized while I'm taking it for a ride. If you want to watch that, I do have, is it the review and first ride? Or I don't know. I've got 2 videos of this. I also did it endurance track with this. So go check those out. And I just wanted to get this out soon, because if you're buying this for somebody for Christmas, you got to get buying it pretty soon. All right, the first thing I want to show you is the better display, which is going to be really hard to show you on here. I hope it comes out better than I can see it on the camera. But it's got a really nice display, and it's got a good sub menu, so you can change everything inside or in the sub menu. And you have the trip, your odometer, your max speed, and your average speed that you can cycle through. And it should be pretty smooth to move over here. The controls for this are kind of nice. You don't have the power button in the center. You got the power button underneath, and you have 2 more buttons than usual to control and navigate through the display. And this is a 21 speed. I can't really show you the brakes, although it's got nice brake levers on it. Over here, you have your rear wheel, all-wheel switch, and it is a twist throttle, which I can't twist because I just turned it on. I did want to show you the brake rotors. This is what's on a lot of bikes. If you can see the difference, I'm not sure. There, I'll just put them both. That's the difference in size, which is what makes it stop so much nicer, with a lot less pressure on the lever. And these are adjustable forks with the lockout. And that's most of the bike. And like I said, if you want to see the full review and me run through everything, watch one of my earlier videos. This does have the tail light, brake light, the headlight horn combination. And since this thing's all-wheel drive, I believe it's got 85 Newton meters of torque from each motor. So you buy this for $1,000, and you'll be smoking most of the people that you go ride with. I mean, you'll take everybody with a rear wheel drive off the line. Well, every 48 volt, probably most of the 60 volts, some of the 72 volts. I mean, some of the Surons got half as much torque. You'll take them off the line, but once they get going, they'll smoke you. But I mean, for $1,000, this is a hell of a deal. A really nice bike. I mean, it rides as nice as all the rests, and like I say, it's quick off the line. It's pretty fast once it gets up there, and the brakes are so nice with the bigger rotors. They're not, I mean, with all the brakes you can lock them up, but these you get all the power. I mean, you can just get it with your pinky and lean and just slide. They're just, yeah, I guess you have to ride it to know what I'm talking about. But anyways, it's a really nice bike, a really nice price. So if you think you might want to get one, just follow the links down below. And remember, only one of them is at $1,000. Thanks for watching, and I hopefully should be getting my next new bike pretty soon. I was supposed to get it in October, and then a bike came out that I thought that they were going to give me, and I'm still trying to get it. But they're giving me the next new bike, and this is MoveCam. And their last bike was a big step up. Hopefully this is a big step up from what they were building too. So subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss it. And check this bike out.